talking about your glasses and fashion, and my first question is about style.
Yes.
Okay, I always love bands with their own style, and the thing I like about you is which one of you has got his own style, but as a whole, you got your stunning, you know. And how much do you think it's important for a band to have a style?
I think it's incredibly important. I think for a visual aspect, an audio aspect, what you think and what you believe, I think it's so important to be a projection of who you are as an individual, because then it portrays on all aspects. The audio complements the visuals complement the audio.
Same with clothing. Like to me, like getting dressed is almost like painting a picture or like making a song, writing poetry or something. It's like a full expression of your soul. And then so we kind of started doing this thing where like we design all of our own clothing and like start like fever dream suit collection and shit. But yeah, I think the whole hand in hand, like life should be a expressive art project, and you like wear what you represent on you, in you, and you know.
I agree. I did an art school when I was younger, and I used to express myself with clothing. Now I'm too cool.
And then you do tattoos too. Like I've gotten like 5 tattoos in the last week or something.
Wow. Tattoo art.
Yeah, well, we had this tattoo artist come before the show in Zurich, and we just like all got tattooed while accepting.
So about Europe and about style, I saw your video for Oblivion, and it's in Prague, right? Yeah. And did you choose it yourself?
The city?
Yeah. Because it reminds me of your drawings.
That's kind of why we chose it. Like the first time I went there, I had this crazy feeling in my soul that like I've been there before, and like I think I've had a past life there for sure.
Wow.
But Prague is kind of like the closest place in the world, and Mont Saint Michel in Normandy, France, and a bit of Rome. But when I find places that I go to that feels like the world that I want to create, I think Prague was the perfect backdrop for that. And so like the album cover was shot there, and then we shot 2 videos there. The Oblivion song is like such a special song to this band, and what it represents and what it means in the visual. And then like we had a Czech director, Ava, do it, and then we have 2 Czech, our lighting guy and then our like stage hands guy. So we love Czech Republic.
Well, I've never been there. I'd like to.
It's beautiful. I highly suggest it.
Next time,
I feel like I've like sparked a bit of tourism. People are like, I'm just going just because of you guys. Like, isn't it amazing?
And what's your favorite city in Europe?
Favorite city?
Prague.
I think it changes. It's like at first it was Amsterdam for the longest time, and then I think Prague became such an importance to us, and now I think Budapest is becoming a really special place to us as well. Budapest.
It's amazing. And then Rome. I really enjoy Rome and Venice. Ischia. There's so many elements. Yeah.
There's so many beautiful cities in Europe. I mean, like that's what we love touring Europe. Like the next 10 shows are countries we've never been to, like Estonia and Latvia and Lithuania. So Romania. So there's a lot of beautiful places we're gonna get to explore. Like we've been to Milan now 3 or 4 times.
I feel like I was able to see Milan like for the first time kind of yesterday. Where it wasn't just like going to the Duomo or something like that. Like I actually was like walking around and stuff. It's so beautiful.
I suggest you please. It's San Bernardino delle Ossa. I don't know. It's a place full with bones.
Oh really?
Yeah, skull and bones.
It's catacombs. There's like the catacombs.
It's a church with this place. It's wonderful.
Wow.
Anyway, about terrific places, now let's talk about terrifying places. I read you recorded in a haunted mansion. How was it?
Yeah, it was lovely.
You guys were living there.
A lot of people felt like a weird energy there, but like, I don't know, I think it's important to be friends with demons, you know, because like Marcus Aurelius has a quote says those who anger you control you, and I think if you're able to identify any sort of negativity, even people, if they're ghosts or real people, if you're able to like disarm that energy a bit more and kind of integrate with it. But yeah, the original guy that lived there was Maurice Chevalier, this incredible like French singer.
He haunted the stairwell.
Yeah.
And it had some effects on the album.
A little bit. Like I did for the graphic novel that I released. I did this project called Alistair, and it's like a soundtrack piano thing. I feel like that energy kind of influenced that, and then a bit of the artwork that's actually in the album. It's like these horrific Victorian demons. So I think that kind of came from that.
Okay, so it has some influence. And it's something about Fever Dream that you feel more special than other albums. You feel
I believe with Fever Dream, it's not only on like the conception of what the record is. I think more or less it just kept us closer with being brothers and friends. So like we were in a really terrible place when we were doing the Bastards era and stuff with one another. So Fever Dream like kind of forced us per se to being friends again and to have like a better relationship with one another. And I think it's gone now to being like on a tour like this that we can all enjoy and appreciate and being
We're just having fun. Like even our last show, which was in Zurich, we were all just like having a fun time, you know. And I think that's so important, and it's easy to lose that because every day is so intense, and like there's a lot of energy and people tired, and you know. But at the end of the day, like we're super grateful for like the fans that we have, and then the hard work that each of us does. Like I think respect is a very important thing for people and for yourself.
I was curious because I'm an only child, so I don't know how it's like.
You want to be our sister? You're welcome. That's kind of how I describe like our fans. You know what I mean? They're family. They're like brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We're all just looking for a place to belong.
So it's wonderful. So I was going to ask you about fans. You got a great relationship with them. So, and I saw you have this council. You share with them some new things, exclusive materials. And I want to ask if you think that in the future this kind of sharing it's like a new way to collect things. So once you collect vinyl, now it's a new thing. It's happening now with the social and the web life. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, we started doing this thing with royalcouncil.PalayeRoyale.com, and it's like collectibles pretty much, but it comes with like so much more than that, where it's like an unreleased song or parts of a book that wasn't released. Like I'm a big collector of things. I have many trinkets and things, and I love all that. So I think it's important to extend that in what we do. We have so much content, and like sometimes just with the way of the world and how you kind of have to traditionally release music and stuff, we kind of bypass that for like the hardcore fans. They're like instantly we can talk to them and we'll just give them new things.
Okay. And do you like to meet your fan on tour? You like to have them?
Yeah, we always go out and meet all the fans after the shows and stuff, but the past 2 weeks or so it's been a little tiresome. We all got really sick, so now it's fine. But normally, we go out and say hi. We're super thankful that we can do what we do and have the fans that are here. So
I've been going out into the pit every night, dancing with everyone.
Because some bands just escape when the concert finish.
Sometimes
they run away.
Yeah, sometimes like it's like it's such a long day. Like if you're doing press and radio and all that stuff, and then you do it. But at the end of the day, it's like the fans are the reason why you get to do this. And sometimes you are like exhausted or sick or it's freezing outside and you're like, it's hard to go meet everybody. But for the most part, we've always given it a shot, always go and say hi. Even say hi to a few people. So.
But let's talk about fans and tour. And where do you get the louder fans here?
I think the loudest fans definitely have to be Amsterdam. Warsaw's pretty loud. Mexico City is crazy. It's insane. But yeah, I don't know. It's like we're really fortunate because like all of our crowds are really lively. Like we don't go whenever we play shows. It's not like just people standing there. It's like people are jumping and screaming, and you know, it's
like an interactive experience. You know what I mean?
Because we run around so much on stage, so they give it back.
And Remington breaks that barrier. I feel like most people when they're on stage, it's like you're on stage and then you're in the crowd.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Remington's in the crowd.
You know, I go like, hey, Remington's running around. He's like jumping down. Like it makes it feel like the whole room is the stage.
Yeah.
You have some worst crowd surfing events or some really wrong.
I don't think I've ever crowd surfed actually, because I have too many things on me to like crowd surf.
I
tried once.
I tried. Remington goes on this like inflatable raft on the fans.
Okay.
And you'll see it tonight. And like he like basically like surfs on it. But Remington's like, go, I'm sick, you need to jump. And I'm like, have my guitar. I'm like, I went and jumped and I just land on the thing and it bounces me off and I come back and I land on my feet. I'm like, okay, it could have gone really bad.
So some fun anecdote about your touring.
What's that again?
Some story, some fun story about your tour.
It's fun.
Something fun.
Sounds fun.
Nothing's fun.
It definitely feels like on tour you're always caught on like this loop and you have to pull yourself out and always just look at like how beautiful life is. And I think we, you know, at least pull ourselves out of that. So it's like every day is like a new adventure. And I think if you can kind of just appreciate that, it's hard, but like for fun moments I feel like it feels like a blur, it really does. Like I don't even know.
I make it a point to like we have this filmographer girl out that's Ivy. She's the sweetest thing in the world. She's like our sister pretty much. So we've been like going out shopping, go look at buildings, get espresso.
It's important. It's important to leave.
To me though, like architecture does something to my soul where it like makes me want to be a better person and like find inspiration and beauty in life, because how you feel internally is what you project externally. So it's very easy to find pain and depression in this world because it's always there. But if you're able to like get through that and focus on the positive, you'll have a much better existence. And it's not easy all the time at all, but you kind of just gotta like fucking tell yourself to shut the fuck up and have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're not here for a long time, but it should be a good time.
Exactly, I agree. And worst moment on tour?
Being sick. I was sick for 2 weeks. It was awful. It was just like every day I would wake up and I would just go on stage, play the show, and go back to sleep. And it just never got better. Felt like I was in a fever dream.
It hasn't been. I've been having a great time on this tour. I think our last tour in America, our buses kept breaking down, so it made it really difficult. Where you don't have the comfortability, because I have so much shit. I have a lot of things with me. But if you don't have this like, you know where you're gonna go sleep every night, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like being like fully homeless, pretty much.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit strange.
Thank God the bus has been fucking
great.
I'm done.
Done?
You want to ask something?
You working for me?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And then you guys
You're
watching the
very
show?
nice. Thank you.
that,
I was afraid my first interview.